Every summer, thousands of high school students from across the country travel to Washington, D.C. to participate in Citizenship Washington Focus, National 4-H Council's premier leadership and citizenship program for high school students. CWF is more than a Washington, D.C. field trip. It's an opportunity for 4-Hers to learn how to be citizen leaders and make a difference in their communities.
This is an awesome experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because you get to experience the living classroom of Washington, D.C., but also because you get to interact with your peers from across the nation and be exposed to different perspectives and ideas, and just have an overall experience where you're interacting in a respectful atmosphere, talking about real issues, but being an active citizen in your country.
SC State University's 1890 Research and Extension provided the CWF experience for 6 South Carolina delegates, and the students participated in the week-long event.
The Citizenship Washington Focus really gives our participants the opportunity to engage in various activities that really provides personal development opportunities for them.
During the week, students developed communication, leadership, and citizenship skills through hands-on learning and group activities.
It's having a great impact on them. First and foremost, it's a lot of them first time flying. It's always great for them to come to the nation's capital to see how their government works. That's what CWF is all about, teaching them about government, citizenship. They're getting to meet with some of their senators and representatives. If possible, if not, they'll meet with their staff. They get a good overview of how a day goes on the Hill.
For several of the South Carolina delegates, this was their first time visiting Washington, as well as their first time flying.
My first moment, it was my first time flying, and I was scared. And my second memorable moment was going to see the Lincoln, because it brought back memories like from my 8th grade.
Each day, delegates attended workshops and participated in group activities to improve their knowledge of government and how it works. Each group engaged in daily discussions about current events under the direction of their CWF program assistant.
Our role here at CWF is basically to facilitate, we facilitate the workshops that the delegates participate in, as well as the committees that they participate in. So South Carolina has been my smallest delegation, but it's one that I've enjoyed the most because I'm able to get to know all six of them on one-on-one basis.
The delegates convened each night to develop a community action plan. The South Carolina delegates produced a community action plan that will provide back-to-school supplies for students. The group had to produce a video to highlight their plan, and the South Carolina delegation won a $500 mini grant to assist with the purchase of supplies.
In our community action plan, we plan to throw a back to school bash for kids who can't afford school materials, so we could help them out. And we're gonna join on with another church or another foundation who's doing it with us.
Students participated in Capitol Hill Day, in which they visited Capitol Hill, toured the facilities, and met their state representatives. The delegates even had an opportunity to interview some of their representatives.
Oh, if you could do something differently related to your job, what would it be?
I'm very interested in policy, so maybe working at a think tank or for different advocacy groups, trying to see how we can improve policy to better help people. I think I'd probably stay close to this whole world.
My experience was, well, what I liked the most about Capitol Hill was the dome and the art that was inside of the dome.
I would tell my friends and family about CWF that It's good to be in because you get to give yourself away to people, meeting new people that you probably didn't know, and like experience more.
My experience on Capitol Hill was that it all starts out basically as an internship. Like, you always overthink it, how you could learn how to get into government and politics, but basically it starts out as an internship.
Throughout the week, students visited several historical monuments: the Air Force Memorial, Arlington Cemetery, Mount Vernon, Frederick Douglass's home, the Pentagon, Marine Corps, Lincoln, Vietnam, Korean, World War II, and the Martin Luther King memorials.
The main thing I learned from my visit at Capitol Hill was there's so many people to meet and there's so many backgrounds. Like, for example, when we went to see the monuments, there was so much background to the art style that the artists did to the monuments. And it's really like great to know our history.
CWF gives youth the opportunity to explore, develop, and refine the civic engagement skills they need in order to become outstanding leaders. Through tours in the living classroom of Washington, D.C., and hands-on educational workshops, youth learn about the history of our nation, the leaders who have shaped it, and how they can apply their enhanced leadership and citizenship skills to issues in their own communities. South Carolina State University and 1890 Research and Extension. Transforming lives and inspiring greatness. For additional information about the 1890 Extension programs, please contact Delbert T. Foster, Executive Director, 1890 Programs, at 803-536-8460 or dfoster@scsu.edu.